must be feeling like this your night. So do your thing, girl, it's alright. You're doing everything that I like. So let your hair down, get your life. You must be feeling like this your night. So do your thing, girl, it's alright. You're doing everything.
Hey, what's up, cuties? It's your girl, California Cutie here. Welcome to Club California Cutie, where everyone gets in free and everyone can have a great time. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cuties, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe. Make sure your notification bell is on all and definitely share me with your peoples. That's like the thing to do. Like that is the thing to do. Okay. So we are here to get into season 6, episode 5 of the Belle Collective. Okay. And it's entitled Biloxi Blues. So let's give our girls, first of all, let's give them a applause. We love the girls over here. We love the girls, okay? And matter of fact, let's bring my girls up real quick. Let's bring them on up. Let's bring them on up. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys hit the like button before we even get started. That way you don't forget to do it. You know, you get it on out the way. It's already done. That's why I play my intro. I took my counter out for you guys because I was like, you know what? We don't even need to count down, okay? We are just going to get into it, okay? So yeah, without any further ado, again, we are here for my Belle Collectives. Okay. Belle Collective. Whoa. Okay. But so yeah, you know, we're gonna be heading down to the what they call the Golden Gulf. You know, we are gonna get into Carrie's trip. You know, she's lives in Biloxi, and so she wants to bring the girls down there to have a nice little trip. And y'all, I keep saying I need another computer. I might come off the screen. I wanted to let y'all know that I am here, but I might come off the screen because I look back at my my videos, and I see that I'm ticking a lot, and I'm like, oh gosh, I need a new computer, y'all. That's why. Matter of fact, let me do this. You know, I always say I ain't too proud to beg, and it's not even about begging. Some people have it and some people don't. And for the people that do, and then if you are, you know, able to help a sister out, that's my Cash App that's scrolling across the screen. I am trying to get monetized here. I've been putting out content. I've been missing out on my people's content because I can't watch them and do content. So like, bear with me as I go on this journey on trying to make all my own content and not trying to, I hate saying that, but not be so all involved in everybody else's business and what they have going on. So that's what I'm over here doing. That's why I want you to become a cutie and come to Club California Cutie so that you guys can become members and join my, you know, my channel, and you know, we make a community over here. That's what I'm trying to do. So my Cash App is scrolling down because I'm still a few hours away on watch hours from getting monetized, and I definitely need some more subscribers. That's why I keep telling you guys to share me with your peoples. Okay, people that, you know, that watch these shows that I review, please share it. Like, don't be too big. Like, you know, I'm so happy that somebody shared with me Tasha K years ago, because I wasn't on to Tasha K, and so she turned me on, and that's kind of where I started watching more YouTube, and then I found Niecy, and then I found Bondi and Jamie, and the list goes on. Jay Lee's Corner, like the list just keeps going on and on and on. And so, yeah, I'm just trying to grow my channel, and I love being a part of their community. It is a great thing to do. It is a fun time over at their channels as well. I'm not trying to take none of their peoples from them. I just feel like there's enough YouTube space to share, you know, everyone's content, even if we are speaking or it gets a little redundant because we're all speaking about the same thing. But for the most part, I just want to grow my community and make it a safe space for us to talk. Right now, I am doing a lot of reality TV because that's how I came into this space. Um, in this sector, I also have another panel that I was on. Is Sunday Brunch with Black Tea. And when I tell y'all, we talked about everything and hot topics, and we even had guest appearance on our first season. We were a panel and we would just interview Black entrepreneurs. So you guys need to go check us out. Sunday Brunch with Black Tea. Okay. So go check me out over there. Go give us a subscribe over there. It's really, we'll be back. It's just we're on hiatus right now, and that's another sector that I got into as well. So I'm sorry I was rambling, but I just really need to get the business out, and I need you guys to understand how I'm trying to really grow my channel, and I need y'all help. So the help comes from liking the video, subscribing to my channel, and telling a friend. And all of that is free. It's free of charge. That's it. Okay. So, all right. Now that I really got the business out the way, let me get into my real notes. And I was already telling you guys that Carrie is she's gonna be hosting a trip on this one, on this episode. So we first get into Carrie's getting a few of the girls together for a good old Southern crawfish boil. I put crab boil on here, but crawfish boil, y'all. And when I tell y'all, I love crawfish. What I haven't gotten into all the way is sucking the head where all the seasoning is. I'm trying to get into that. But the way, see behind my throat is, the way my throat is built, I need to do that every time if I'm gonna suck all that seasoning that's in there. But I love crawfish. That is one of my favorite things to eat. It is delicious. So I was definitely here for Carrie's Southern crawfish boil. So Letitia is the first to arrive, and oh, I don't know why. I was like, what I put about Mandy? Why is she here? I'm sorry, y'all was reading my notes, but it says Letitia was the first to arrive, and she's the one who needs it the most after the Mandy and Glenn fiasco. And, you know, that she thinks that Latrice has broken the girl code. All right, I'm going to go off camera, guys, just because y'all see I'm cute. I feel pretty. I feel pretty. I feel smart. But I'm going to go off camera because I don't like that chicken mess. And I think that it's just going to be better. So I'm going to go off camera. I'm still here with you guys, though. I'm still here. I'm just going to go off camera so it doesn't look stupid. All right. So let me get back into my notes. All right. So like I said, she thinks that Latrice broke girls' code. And so she's definitely is ready for the energy to shift and for, you know, the vibes to change up. So come to find out, this is Letitia's first time having crawfish. Shame on you. Shame on freaking you. That's crazy. I'm all the way in California. My family is from Shreveport, Louisiana, and I know about the crawfish, baby. What are you talking about right now, honey? Anywho, what I am gonna say is that I like it with some lemon, a little butter. I like to dip mine. I like it fried. If I fry it, I want it, you know, I'll tell y'all later, you know, but I like it fried too. Let's not get it twisted, but I love crawfish. And I like it with lemon and butter. Anyway, Marie arrived. She's jogging up the dang gone park talking about I'm getting some exercise. Girl, for what? What you getting exercise for, girl? Y'all go to the table to get y'all exercise in. Y'all don't exercise. Quit playing with me. Anyway, she makes it, like I said, she jogs up and she says she's there to have a good time. She is not there for no tears, no pain, no drama, you know, nothing but a great time. And she's there to cheer her girl up. And I'm like, yep, she definitely needs it because, you know, I like Letitia. I don't know if I've said that. I don't know how long you guys have been watching Cuties, watching my reviews, but I like Letitia. I think she means well all the time. Sometimes the hairs get crossed, but for the most part, Letitia is really a nice, sweet person in my book. If you disagree, put it in my comments and we can have a tay-to-tay. So anyway, Marie starts looking at this crawfish because when Letitia arrived, you know, Carrie shows her how to eat it, pinch the tail, and pinch the tail and throw the shell. That's what she said. Pinch the tail, throw the shell. And so she by that time she had already laid out all the crawfish on the table. Okay. Girl, my mouth was salivating. You hear what I'm telling y'all? It was salivating. Or was I salivating? I'm not sure if I'm using that word correctly now. I'm old, y'all. Sometimes I miss words. So anyway, so she's looking at the crawfish like, what the hell is this? So what happened? So what I put? Marie is looking at this crawfish like, what is this? She is another one who hasn't tried crawfish, but it doesn't look inviting to her. She asks, where is the shrimp? And I'm thinking the same thing. Like for me, I like a seafood boil. Give me the crab, the shrimp, the crawfish, fry me up what is that thing? Oh my gosh, Gordon Ramsay always has them. It's the scallop. Give me a scallop. I mean, give me all the seafood boil. Give it all to me, not just a crawfish. Give me everything. That's why it's a little. I mean, that way there's a little bit something for everyone. So like Marie said, where's the shrimp? Marie says, we know we from the South. This is in her confession. She like, we know we from the South, but damn, I didn't want everybody to know we country as AF. And I'm like, it's okay to be country as AF. You guys are prestigious country AF women. What are you talking about? I wish you guys stop doing that. That's what I love about my Atlanta girls. Them Atlanta girls, they don't give a damn. They will tell you they country is F and they don't give a damn. They eating cornbread every day. And right now, that's on my diet. That's what I eat every day. Cornbread. I am not playing with y'all because I worked out a lot and I'm about to make this booty pop. And without getting on the table, watch what I'm telling y'all. Anywho, Carrie pulls out a jar of mayonnaise and some bread. I'm gonna get back on camera for this because she pissed me off. I'm all for a crawfish sandwich, but can you please make mine a po' boy? And can you add shrimp? I want my crawfish fried, my shrimp fried on a po' boy sandwich with pickles, lettuce, and tomato. You can slide a little bit of mayo on there if you need to. You can throw a little bit of mustard on there, but extra pickles for me. And get away from me with that white Wonder Bread. Shout out to Storm Monroe. It's like Wonder Bread. Wonder Bread. No. Get that mayo away from me like that. And the fact she didn't have no knife, no fork, no nothing. She was just sticking her hand in her. She had a glove on. Sticking her hand in it and slathering it on the dang on bread. I was like, are you trying to make Marie upset with you? She's trying to make sure that y'all good, but I think you're trying to get on her bad side. But I think Carrie thinks that all of them being from the South, that they've all did this. But Carrie is, I believe she's probably Creole. If she is not, then I do believe Matt is, which is her husband. Either way, I feel like she's Creole, and she's, Creole's different. New Orleans, down south is different. So, maybe it's just a difference. And so Marie ain't messing with none of that. Okay. Selena arrives. She looks so pretty. She has a multicolored romper on. When I tell you that girl is gorgeous, every time I look at Selena, I just be like, Selena. No, let me be clear. All the ladies are gorgeous. All the ladies on this show pretty. Everybody got it going on. Ain't nobody, challenged in no fashion or nothing. But Selena, to me, I already been on Selena since the Dancing Dolls, when the twins were on the Dancing Dolls. So her twins were there. And I thought then, I was like, that girl got it going on. I don't know. I mean, she looked like Beyonce. Miss Tina Knowles, bomb. She also is a Tina Knowles in her own right, and that's who she reminded me of. Like I was like, and she's not as old as Tina Knowles, I'm by no means, but because she already had them twins, I'm 4 years older than Selena. She's 49, I'm 53, so I'm not trying to be disrespectful in any sense, or trying to age shame. What I'm saying is the girl has been gorgeous since I've seen her, and I've been watching her for probably 10 years now. So shout out to the Dancing Dolls and Jacksonville. And I can't think of their coach name, but she was bomb. I love her. So anyway, when Selena gets to the table, the crawfish is already out, and that's when Marie is sticking her hands in the mayonnaise and putting it on bread. And so Selena was like, well, first of all, when Marie said that looks so uninviting, and she pushes it over there, back over there to Carrie. And so Selena says, this is not what she visioned on her way to this crawfish boil. And it was funny because I wish they would have let what Carrie said to Letitia in her ear, because I know it was juicy and it was about Marie. And I know it was something to, probably to the fact like, girl, I can't stand when somebody just complains and don't want to try nothing, and at least you try something. That's what I'm thinking. Y'all tell me in the comments what y'all think she was saying. That's what I think she was saying. So anyway, and Selena and Marie want to know where the knife and fork is, and I'm thinking it's a crab, crawfish, boil. If it's a seafood boil, you don't need any utensils. You use your hands. But if you're gonna bring mayonnaise, Carrie, thank you for making them want you to have a fork and knife now. Thanks. Marie thinks it's unsanitary. Remember, Marie has lupus, so she's very particular about her food and what she eats and things. Letitia says she comes for the good vibes. She said, I come for the good vibes, not the mayo surprise. I said, girl, me either. Because that was a surprise. What I was looking for was the butter, a little bit of a lemon, and I'm with Marie. I need a little bit of shrimp and put some crab in there with it. Because it's funny because I remember watching DC, Love and Marriage Huntsville, DC, and I feel like it was them, but we was watching them because they're all the way up on top where the good where the good crab is, and they had a crab boil, I believe. If I'm having the wrong show, forgive me. But they had blue crab, and blue crab is soft and it's smaller and it doesn't have quite as much meat in it. I love snow crab and I love king crab, so. But I still was here for it. Like I said, I am always going to be here for a good seafood boil. Marie asked Carrie if Latrice and Tamara were invited. She said, no, she just wanted to keep the peace. Letitia appreciates that. Letitia asked Selena what she thought about the situation, knowing that she is cool and close to Latrice. Selena says she spoke with Latrice and Tamara, and we get a flashback of Latrice telling Selena and Tamara that she didn't want to be in the middle of it. Selena tells her that Letitia is probably upset in this clip, same clip. Selena tells her that Letitia is probably upset because you didn't come to her. And then so Latrice said she understands that. So we're back at the table now, because I will tell y'all if we were in the confession. That wasn't a confessional. That was just a clip that we never seen. So anyway, back at the table, Selena tells Letitia she hates to see Latrice and her in this space. They had just started over, and she feels like this was a setback. And she thinks that they should just talk. I'm trying not to move as much so that it doesn't tick as much, you guys. So hopefully this works. Anyway, uh, yeah, she thinks they need to talk. She asked how she and Glenn was doing. Selena asked Letitia how Glenn and she is doing. Um, Letitia says she is still processing things, and that it was this was a blow, and She's been sleeping in Josh's room, which is her son, and that's where where she gets her peace. Selena says she doesn't want anyone to come between Letitia and Glenn, but all relationships have their ups and downs. They all have their problems and issues. So we all know that. If you've been in a long-term relationship, if you've been in a relationship longer than 6 months, you know that there are ups and downs. It's not always going to be smiles and sunshines and rainbows. It's going to be that the everyday life is not like that. So don't put that on your relationship. Don't put that on your partner for sure. So Marie says she is there for the fellowship because she ain't eating a goddamn on thing. And she can send my portion to California. Thank you. Carrie, I'm sorry, I hit the like button, you guys. So Marie says she was there for the fellowship. Carrie says, speaking of fellowship, she wants to invite the ladies to the Gulf Coast. Um, Carrie wants to get the girls out of Jackson. She said the Gulf is so sunny, it's beautiful, and it's spicy. I don't know if they need spicy, but hey, they spicy. I'm spicy. Y'all see, I'm half Latino and half black. I'm very spicy, and I'm a Libra with a Scorpio cusp. Anyway, and she said, the girls need a change of scenery, to get the collectives back on track. Marie asks, Marie asks if all the girls were gonna be there. Carrie says everyone will be there. And Marie kind of, rolls her eyes a little bit. And Carrie in the confessional says she wants Letitia to kick off her brunch tour at her restaurant down in Biloxi. And back at the table, Marie asks Letitia if she's okay and if she is ready for the fellowship, with Latrice, basically. Letitia says, thanks for asking. I'm like, y'all show me trying to act like Letitia, you really are laying it on thick, and I like you. But you're laying it on a little thick with the thanks for asking. Oh, thanks for asking me. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, this not nothing new that your husband put you through, and we all know that you're gonna stay with him. And I'm not saying you're playing victim, but you're playing victim, and I'm not getting. It's getting a little tiring. It's getting a little on my nerve, you know. Thanks for asking. Thanks for asking, Marie. Yeah, I'll do anything, for Carrie. I'll do anything, and I'm gonna show up for Carrie. That's what Letitia victim says. I love you, Letitia, but goddamn, girl, just go upside Glenn's head real quick. Go upside the girl's head, Mandy's head real quick. Check Latrice like on some what you need to check her on, and then move on, girl. Cause you go stay with the boy, the man. Excuse me, Glenn, but you're younger than me. But hey, you go stay with him. You go stay with him. So just do what you got to do. Quit playing. Like you keep saying, stop playing in your face. Stop playing in our face. So Letitia is kicking off her brunch tour, and she said that is just the distraction she needs. So now we head over to Tambra's house. and her and London Simone. I thought the name was hyphenated, like that was her first name, London Simone, one name. Like my son is Micah Lee, one name, but hyphenated Micah Lee. But anyway, and I thought that it would have been cute if she would have spelled it LONDYNSYMONE, but it's regular London and Simone, SYMONE. Anyway, that was just my 2 cents. Anyway, Timber, you don't need my 2 cents. London Simone is beautiful. She's here. She is getting so big. Excuse me. And she looks so much. Oh my God. She is a little girl version of Damon. It's so cute. Damon ends up coming home, and Tampa is trying to, you know, discuss finances with him. Tampa says that Damon is a little private about his finances. And not that she minds. I don't think she minds that, but I think she wants to know, like, what's the end goal? Because, you know, if you guys are in a relationship, where are we going with it? Are we trying to have our own set of rules, our own set of, our own bank accounts, which that's fine. Have your own set of bank account. But then also if we're saving, then we need another bank account for the savings for us, so that I don't have to keep questioning you on what you're doing. You have your own set of money. I have my own set of money. And then we have an account that we put money into. And that money is for the household. So I think they need a little bit more time to talk, especially with the mom being so private about his finances with her. Maybe because she's not married and he's like, girl, back up a little bit. But Tamara is hoping that he is doing, you know, saving money, you know, doing what he's supposed to do, but she still wants to be in the know. So we find out that Damon has taken another job. He's gonna be managing a lounge that his friend had that his friend has, and so I think he's gonna be doing that on the weekends and probably during the week as well. I mean, it's a lounge, just means it's open 7 days a week. So you know, Tambra is hoping he is saving, perhaps for their wedding. She didn't say that, but I think the way she said it, I mean, the way she put it, it made me feel like she's either saying he should be saving for their wedding or he should be saving for their engagement, a nice engagement party, you know, or the ring, you know, whatever. So, but she is feeling a little uneasier about not knowing his financial status. She just wants to know what he's doing with his money. I mean, when you get down to it, that's what she wants to know. Damon assures her that they're good and that she hasn't went without, right? Tamara had to tell him, no, that won't happen. I'm never. I like sometimes when she talks and she's a personality, a radio personality. So I'll never be without. I don't know, because I don't know. No, you're not going to never be without, because I was saving up for the baby's fund before London Simone was even here on the planet. So I don't know what he's talking about, but I'm not gonna. I'm like when she does it sometimes, and like because she's had the baby, her voice is not as squeaky, so it's been down an octave, so it's tolerable. So now I just listen to the and I listen to that part now. Hit the like button, y'all. But y'all do know that opposites attract, right? Like I am complete opposite of my husband, and so I completely get their situation, if you will. Tamara is one that will provide and think about the future and make sure that everything is good. Damon, on the other hand, lives for the right now, and if something comes up, I have the money if something comes up, but I'm not just saving for the just in case. It's just I have a just in case. Like So, I can see why Tamra is so uneasy, y'all. I can see why that is happening. I can see why. So, anyway, Tamra, what did I put? Hold on, my camera. Damon is going to have to let Tamra in on their finances that they're saving together. That's what I put. And that's all it is. She just wants to know what's going on. She doesn't need to be all the way in his pockets. She just wants to know that, okay, you took on this second job. You're already butt tired. You're going to take away a little bit from me and our daughter. And so is it worth the sacrifice of you doing that? Or, is there something that you're saving up for that this is the reason why you're doing that? That's it. She's not asking for a lot. So anyway, we head over to Latrice's house where she is packing for the girls' trip. But as she's packing, they're showing us her packing, but she also is, talking over her packing. And she's saying that, that she got a group text that Carrie sent out inviting all the ladies on the girls' trip to the Gulf Coast. Although Latrice and Letitia are they haven't spoke to one another yet. Latrice is still looking forward to getting out of Jackson and going to the Gulf Coast. And, she thinks a change of scenery is just what she needs. Cliff walks in, and Latrice already has a laundry list of things for Cliff to do. She's like, matter of fact, let me get you a pen. Let's go get you a pen, Bookie. So Cliff says, well, let's go get the pen in the kitchen because I have a surprise for you in the kitchen. And she was like, oh, okay, well, should I close my eyes? You're like, you don't have to close your eyes. And as she's walking in, he's like, I just prepared, got a dinner ready for you. And Latrice was surprised. She was like asking him if he had somebody pregnant. And I was like, wait, what? Huh? That was to my surprise. I don't know. Was that to y'all surprise? I was like, why would you ask him if he got somebody pregnant when he did something nice for you? Unless now you like super duper 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 insecure. Because that's crazy. That's wild. Latrice says, if you got something to tell me, let me know now. Let me know right now. And I'm like, dang, Cliff, you in the doghouse and you ain't even did nothing to that, buddy. Cliff assures her that he says, I love you and I just want to do something special because I know you've been going through a lot with the Bells. So you needed a little bit more attention while all these things are going on. Latrice tells him, thank you. She is super surprised and he needs to do this more often. Latrice admits to Cliff that she's been stressed out since the pool party. Latrice asked Cliff if he's talked to Glendale. He said, no, not recently. Basically, not since the pool party. Latrice tells Cliff she says Amanda and she had met up and that Amanda was very remorseful. And Latrice says that she knows Mandy's heart and that she wasn't trying to be malicious. Latrice understands why Letitia may feel betrayed. But Latrice, betrayed because of the set of questions that were, she says she's under, what I put, I'm sorry, let me go back. I'm sorry. Letitia may feel betrayed by Latrice, and she feels like she was set up by her by those questions, even though that wasn't Latrice's intent, right? Even if it happened at her house, she was like, those are adults, if it happened at my house or not, those are adults. So, at the end of the day, that's what it is. And so Latrice has reached out to Letitia. It fell on deaf ears. So Latrice is feeling uneasy about the trip with all the tension in the air. And she's questioning if the trip is even a good idea right now. Cliff Goofy Butt asks why Latrice is wearing a ball gown. I can't stand when men do this. I can't stand when men know you look good, and instead of just saying, "Babe, you look nice," you look like, "Are you going somewhere?" You could even say, "Oh, I thought you was going somewhere because you look like you're dressed to go somewhere." But when he says you have on a ball gown and you're not going nowhere, it's like, shut up, Cliff. She has on a maxi dress. It's pretty. It's cute. A maxi dress could be dressed up or down. If she put a jean jacket on, a jean vest or a jean jacket on with that, she's gonna dress it down. So all that, get the. Latrice says she's practicing her soft girl era, looking like a rich housewife. Cliff said, "Well, you are a rich housewife." Latrice says, no, I'm not a rich housewife." And then she says, "Speaking about my dress, um, where are you gonna be staying while I'm in Biloxi?" Cliff says, I'll probably just stay at the condos. There's no real reason to drive home. You're not gonna be here, so I'll just probably stay at the condos. Um, because you're gonna be out of town." Latrice tells him she needs him to be home when she gets back from Biloxi. Cliff tells her, "I'm grown." Latrice said, "Okay, I'm grown too. So what does that mean?" He was like, she was like, "So if I go shake my grown ass on at the club and shaking my grown ass on somebody, if I'm a grown up and I go shake my grown ass on some guy, what is that?" Cliff said, she was like, "Yeah, if I go throw my ass on somebody, but I'm a grown up, what is that?" He's like, "That's cheating." Is it, Cliff? It's cheating? Hmm. I'm glad I'm not married to Cliff because I don't throw my ass on nobody, but I'm going to go dance. And my husband is not one to dance, but I know one thing, I'm going to go dance. And if a man thinks he's about to touch me, grab me, pull me close to him, I'm going to politely tell him either my husband's sitting right there watching us dance, or I'm going to tell him, "Don't touch me. I'm married. I'm here to dance and don't touch me." Like you just got to put a person in a place. So anyway, Cliff said, "Well, I ain't throwing no ass. I ain't throwing no ass. I ain't doing that at the condos." Latrice was like, "Well, I don't know what you're doing over there." So Latrice ends the conversation and tells him, "Just be home when I get back. When I get back home." Cliff said, "I think I'm a man, and you are being very controlling, telling me what to do." I was like, I hate that he has to act like he a grown man, so she has no right to tell him what to do. No, you're a married man. You grown, ain't you married? So your rules are a little different than just being a grown up. Okay, let's be clear. Boo, make me check your ass. I'm just as old as you, boo. And you the one got a younger wife, she getting controlling. As she should. You the one don't want to come home and stay your ass at the condos. What's wrong with you, dummy? Stop making her feel that way, dumb. And what he say? You getting worse and worse. And he gonna tell her, "Don't tell him what to do." Boy, shut up. You said that under your breath when she walked off, though. All right, we're gonna take a quick break real quick. Y'all hit the like button for me. Really? Let's do that again. It does it every time, y'all. I don't know. Hey. I hope you guys are having a great time. Never mind a good time. We having a great time. Shout out to Lo for my like song. I like it. I hope you guys are having a great time. I think that's how they made the FR For real. Because see how I said for real? That's how they do the FR, for real. That's how they say it. All right, y'all. Anyway, it's the day of Carrie's Gulf Coast trip. Okay. So her and her husband Matt, they meet up at the Airbnb mansion, the beach house, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. And it's a very nice house. It's a 5-bedroom. 5-bedroom. It is. It's 6 girls, but it's a 5-bedroom. Y'all say something? Did y'all say it's not enough room? Oh, okay, because that's what I was thinking. Well, there is enough room. It's just that one of the ladies, or 2 of the ladies, will share a room. It has bunk beds in it. The house is a nice layout. It's very nice. It's right off the beach. Matt puts his 2 cents in, and he was like, "Which of the 2 ladies had the worst attitudes?" I was like, "Matt, go away, go away, Matt." We never need the 2 cents. We don't. And so they do come to the agreement that Letitia and Latrice should be in the room together because it will force them to talk. But I don't know if that's a good idea, y'all. Y'all let me know in the comments. Do y'all think that's a good idea for the 2 ladies that are in conflict right now to be locked in not only a room, but a room with 2 bunk beds? So the other ladies will meet Carrie at the house. The ladies drive up one by one. Selena and Tamra are the first on scene. Tamra knows there's tension in the air. She is also looking forward to a girl's getaway. Carrie left Selena. I'm sorry. Yes. Carrie left Selena and Tamra to chaperone the girls. And when you use the word chaperone, it sounds like kids and that you gotta watch over somebody. So that they used that word was like, what? Them ladies are in their 40s, and excluding Latrice. I don't know how old Carrie is, but excluding Latrice, all those ladies are in their 40s. So okay, chaperone, okay, in the sprinter, okay. Anyway, Tamara wasn't at the pool party, and she was so thankful she wasn't. She asked if Latrice and Letitia have spoken. Selena says that they have not. We know that Tamara was there when Amanda told Latrice about the DMs, but Tamara says it wasn't her place to tell Letitia about her husband. It's not none of her business. And she's hoping to stay out of this drama. Marie pulls up on the ladies, excited and in a good mood. She says she is ready for the girls' trip. Tamara says that Carrie has a lot planned for them. Latrice pulls up. I'm like, what? Latrice pulls up and she brings the wind, y'all. The wind started kicking. I'm talking about the wind, like literally just start kicking crazy, right? And so she pulled up. Then Letitia pulls up, but she gets dropped off because she gets out on the passenger side of the car. I wonder if that was Glenn. We couldn't see inside the car, but I wonder. Man, I wonder. Do you know what it means? What it means? Shout out to Kanye. Anyway, got dropped off. Yep. Mm-hmm. And you instantly can feel they're outside, but you can instantly feel. I'm gonna go off camera again, you guys. Let's get the girl. Let's see if me going off camera does anything. Like I said, they were outside and the tension got so freaking thick. It was like, ooh, okay. I'm cracking my neck right now as we speak. So anyway, Letitia walks up to Selena and she gives Letitia so Letitia gives Selena a hug, and then she walks over to Latrice, and she gives her a hug. Um, I thought that was nice. I wasn't expecting it. But when she does give her a hug, they do pan over to Marie, and Marie kind of, she didn't quite roll her eyes, but she kind of, did a double take, like, wait, what we doing? The thing is, Marie be smiling, and you can see she's biting her tongue and trying not to be seen, really how she really feels about Letitia, probably hugging or acting like Letitia and Latrice are cool. So that's one thing I noticed about Marie. She be trying to hide it, but it be so all on her face. So anyway, Latrice, goes and hugs Tambra, and you know, we get Letitia in her confessional. She says she's trying to have a good girls trip, and she's holding back her true feelings, but she's she doesn't know uh, if she's going to be able to continue to be the bigger person. uh you know I understand that. She says she's it's real heavy right now. That's what she said. She's like, it's real heavy. So the sprinter arrives, uh and the ladies are on their way, and it comes up where the girls will be staying, where the ladies will be staying at. And Latrice lets us know, like, she was like, girl, I can't be sharing no rooms or bathrooms. I barely share a toilet with my husband. So like, I would definitely hope that the house is on point, and that that nobody is sharing no dang on rooms. Selena and Tamara both was like, we don't have nothing to do with any of that. We are in charge of this sprinter, and that's it. Carrie is in charge of the house. So the ladies ask Letitia how things are going. How's Glenn? She says it has been a setback, and it's been a lot. And she's just sick and tired of people playing in her face. And she's in a weird space with that. The ladies arrive to the house. Carrie comes out talking about, hey, Bells, and she got beads for them, and she has cocktails for them, which is always nice. You always need a nice little, as I said, my little cocktail. You always need a nice cocktail, to get things relaxed, and to get the ball rolling. So all the ladies agree. They are off to a great start. Carrie welcomes them into the house. Carrie has all the ladies a swag bag, but instead of personalizing it to, their names and their faces, we get Carrie face all over all the gifts. I'm not really mad at that. I mean, this is the way that you remember that this was my trip. This is things that I brought you. So Carrie tells the ladies that they're about to go to the Gator Farm. And the ladies wasn't really enthusiastic about it, but all of them are team players, so they will all attend, reluctantly, but they will all attend. So the ladies will basically be going to Swamp, or a better term is going down the bayou. Going down the bayou. Going down the bayou. Take you all the way. Hey, shout out to Princess and the Frog. My favorite. That's my favorite Disney movie, period. So anyway, the ladies love the house. They start making their way up the stairs. And I noticed, I don't know if you guys noticed, y'all let me know in the comments. Did y'all notice how Marie was being extra nice to Carrie, telling her how nice the house was, and She was like, yeah, the house is so nice. Barry Carey. I said, when you start calling her Barry Carey, when she been Barry? When she been sweet? Okay. So I felt a little boot looking in that moment. But okay, I digress. So anyway, um, so they're like I told y'all, they was making their way upstairs. The ladies find out at the top of the stairs that there are only 4 bedrooms upstairs. Carrie has the 5th bedroom. It's downstairs. So all the ladies like, wait, what you mean? What you talking about? And of course, Marie's like, well, I got lupus. I mean, because I can't be sharing. Latrice like, well, I already told y'all like on the sprinter that I'm not sharing nothing. So Carrie did it in a very diplomatic way. She with seniority, okay, elders to the youngers, the youngest, right? So Selena is 49 and she gets to pick her room first. Then Marie is 45. She went and picked her room. Tambra, they say she is 45. Their birthdays going to be around the corner from each other. And so she went to go pick her room, which means there's one room left, which also means that is Letitia and Latrice. That leaves those two ladies to bunk together. I don't know how that's going to work, but okay. You know the ladies are not happy about it. Either of the ladies are happy about that. Latrice wants to know where's the nearest hotel, and Miss Letitia was like, yeah, I need an Uber. I need an Uber. So Letitia doesn't want to bunk with someone she feels like ambushed her. Letitia is speechless. Marie says she's lost for words. Nobody's lost for words. She is just happy. Ain't nobody making her bump with Latrice. She ain't slick. Like I told y'all, Marie does not hold nothing on her face. Her eyes were so bright and bushy tail. She was so happy. Like, talking about, I'm so lost for words. No, your face is showing you is extremely happy. It's not you. Anyway, Latrice, anyway, Marie has a beachfront room, and she has, 2 probably full-size beds pushed together. And so she has a really big bed. Letitia says, yeah, I'll be bunking here with you, Marie. So the ladies have like 10 minutes to get ready to go to the gator farm that Carrie has set up for them. So the ladies arrive to the Bayou Gator Farm. Like I told y'all earlier, the ladies wasn't that enthusiastic about being on this outing. Latrice says that the most outdoors thing she does is, I love barbecue. I was like, girl, yeah, we all love barbecue, but that's not outdoorsy. Marie says she has an autoimmune deficiency disease, and so she can't even afford to be bitten by no goddamn mosquito. So this is not her cup of tea. Tambra says this right here is definitely out of her comfort zone. So my question is to you guys: would you guys do the gator farm? Would you guys go to the bayou? Would you guys get on that boat that they got on? I think the only way I would do it is if I was on that boat with some professionals. I don't want to fall off into no gator filled swamp. So yeah, I mean that's the only way I would do it, is the way they did it. I'm not just going into the bayou myself. Yeah. So anyway, Letitia says, put that in the comments what y'all think y'all would do. Anyway, Letitia says she doesn't she says the only outdoors thing she does, she's like, yeah, I get outside my car and I go to the grocery store. Now, I don't know if she says that for that or if they just put that there because I don't see her saying that, but she might have. So anyway, Carrie says, so Carrie is right when she says the ladies are more like White Lotus than Wild Nature. They are a little bougie. the ladies head out on the motorboat looking for the gators. They spot one, but all the ladies can't see it. So they're standing up trying to find out where it went under the water. As soon as it heard the boat, it was like, okay, here they come. Here come the looky lures. And so the girls, uh, they didn't show them really getting to see any gators other than that one that they showed us that we got to see the back of him, but that was pretty much it. The guy said that there's about at least 20 gators that live there. So they get back on to land on the shore, and Selena is going to hold a baby gator. Yeah, she's braver than me. I'm not holding a baby gator. One of my friends had a gator years ago in his bathtub. A little bit smaller. No, probably about the size that she had in her hand. And I went over there and saw it. He had it in the bathtub. And then the next time I went over there, it was the length of the bathtub. And I was like, so what you about to do with it now? What do you do with it now? So I don't know what he did with it. He don't live in my state anymore. So shout out to my bro. And you know who I'm talking about. I ain't saying no names because I'm not about to get you in trouble. But this was like over 20 years ago. So anyway, Selena says she likes gators. She likes a few of them. I mean, she said, I like to feed them and I like to eat them. I was like, it ain't gonna follow with. I love animals. When you like to feed them and eat them, well, I ain't mad at that. I like a gator. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Gator is good. Y'all let me know in the comments. Have you ever had some gator? Because gator is good. It tastes like a big ass fish, a meaty ass fish. It is good. You hear what I'm saying? And they got this special dipping sauce. I know in Las Vegas, when I went to Vegas and had it for the first time, they had this amazing dipping sauce with theirs. And then I'm in California and they have a Creole spot in Manhattan Beach. And it was delicious. And their sauce wasn't as good as the Las Vegas sauce with the freaking gator was still amazing. So gator is good. I don't know if y'all ever tried it, but it's good. Let me know in the comments, cuties, what y'all thinking, what y'all had, what y'all messing with. What is the most exotic thing you had? Let me know in the comments, because I think gator, frog legs. Oh, and I had a stingray taco before. Those are the three boldest things I've ever had. So you guys let me know in the comments, what's the boldest, biggest, craziest thing that you ever had? It's so crazy because I live in a rural area. I live in Victorville in California, and that's like it's on your way to Vegas if you was in California. But anyway, they have a place out here where they sell exotic meat, y'all. They have snake, they have wild boar. And so one day my husband said he was going to buy some snake and make snake tacos. And I was like, if you do that, don't tell me you're doing that. Like, you got to make it. And it just be like, I'm making tacos, steak tacos. I don't care. Whatever fish taco. I don't care what you say. But don't come in here talking about you bought no fucking snake for me to eat. Because I'm going to look at you and I'm going to be like, no. No, but literally there is an exotic meat place out here, y'all. Crazy. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all didn't eat. Y'all let me know what y'all didn't eat that's crazy from the swamp or any other place. Like, have y'all had escargot? Like, I haven't. I don't want any. I don't want to eat no snail. Thanks, but no thanks. So anyway, Carrie's taking the ladies to her friend's restaurant to give them the golden golf time. And so the ladies are back in the sprinter, but they were, at least Tamara was like, we are going back to go change, right? And she was like, no, we're going just like this. And Tamara was like, ooh, they were in the swamp and everything, but they didn't do anything but be on a goddamn boat. And yeah, so they didn't go change and get cute or none of that. The restaurant they went to is called 11, and it's a cocktail lounge. A cocktail lounge. Well, get your words together, lady. And so, and like I told you guys, Carrie is a friend of the owners. So he came out and meet and greeted the ladies and welcomed them to his restaurant. Carrie says he will send out what they want. I'm sorry, what he wants them to have on the menu. Letitia says Carrie is that girl, referring to Carrie knowing, the people in her area, and and even Marie was like, yeah, she's that girl. She's that girl. I was like, y'all are both not that girl. But either one of y'all, neither one of y'all are that girl. So let's be clear. If y'all have to say somebody else is that girl, if it just her co-restaurant, oh, not co, because he doesn't own a restaurant with her, but I mean, if I'm a restaurant owner, I should know other restaurant owners in the area. That's how it goes. Anyway, Carrie says she wanted to do this for the girls. They bring out some raw oysters. Do you guys eat raw oysters? Because how old am I? 53. I probably started eating raw oysters when I was about 45. And I was just like Marie. I'm about to gag. Like looking at it, I'm like, what are y'all talking about? But my sister showed me how to put squeeze lemon juice on it, which makes it, the acidity makes it not smoky, but it cooks it a little bit. Not a cooks it, but it does do something like cook it. It cooks it, and it cooks it a little bit, and then you put a couple of shots of the Tabasco on it, and then you like slurp it out of the shell, or you kind of help it out of the shell, and you slurp it out the shell. And when I tell y'all, it's not like you chew it. You can chew it if you want to. A lot of people just slurp it down. I've slurped it down and I've chewed it. The first time I just slurped it down, like just to say that I did it, because I was like, I'm not gonna be the one that said I wasn't the one that did it. And I am a creature of habit, and I don't like to try shit. So for me, I was trying to be brave. My sister, shout out to Mallory, my sister Mal. When I tell y'all, she put me on, y'all. She put me on, and when I tell y'all, my favorite is the rock oyster. Oh my god, the thing looks like a rock. If you saw it in the ocean, you probably would be like, I'm not eating that. It's so good, y'all. So let me know in the comments, cuties, what y'all ate. Do y'all eat oysters? Do y'all know that it's an aphrodisiac? And that's why I just swallowed it down to see if I was gonna get a little horny. And I'm not gonna say that it made me any hornier than I am, because I'm already a horny tub. So, but I guess, I don't know. Y'all let me know. So Carrie said that these slide right down your throat. Let this cognac slide right down my throat. Latrice said, yeah, y'all know about that. Marie almost gagged at the table. She was like, is this our dinner? Y'all know Marie ain't messing around with that. No raw oyster. She didn't want to mess around with no cooked crawfish. She is not messing around with no raw oyster. So Carrie was like, yeah. And then I was like, that is not y'all dinner. That is an appetizer. Quit playing. Okay. But I would have told her ass the same thing, because you playing too much. Stop acting like you don't. Now, that's one thing. There's people that don't like seafood, don't eat seafood. Say that. Say that part. Or say, I only eat shrimp. Because then that way she can say, okay, then let me make sure he brings a shrimp dish out. But all that putting your nose up and all that almost gagging at the table, that is just uncalled for. Like, grow up. Letitia never had raw oysters. Again, these ladies are from the South and they never had raw oysters or crawfish. Where y'all been? What y'all eat? What y'all do down there? Anyway, but she said she'll try anything once. So the ladies toast to the curated menu. Tamara was like, is there more though? She was like, yeah. Carrie's like, yeah, there's more food coming. And so Carrie says, I'm sorry. Letitia says, no. Carrie says, Letitia, I know you said you don't mix work and play, but tomorrow is the brunch, and I'm gonna need you to do a little bit of both. And so Letitia uh, tells Carrie she has been so great to her, knowing that Letitia has been going through a lot, and that she just jumped right on in without questioning or having to be asked or to be told that Letitia is in a bad spot and that she needs some support. Carrie says, that's how you have to do sometimes. You basically got to be there for your friends. So Marie says, that's real sisterhood. Carrie says, you had a lot going on that needed to be addressed. She's talking to Letitia. And it also needed your attention. Letitia says, yeah. And while we are on that, she's like, yeah, while we're on that and talking about that, let's talk about the pool party. Latrice says in the confessional, she knew things was going too perfect. She definitely wanted to get a couple of cocktails in before the drama hit the table. I ain't mad at that because you already know they're about to come for you. You're the youngest, and this is what they do. And it happened at your house. You already knew what happened. So I just kind of feel bad for Latrice in this moment because she has to like windmill for herself in this moment. And I mean, I'm not saying she can't handle herself because she didn't do really anything wrong. Y'all let me know in the comments. Would you guys have told your friend that her husband was in her other friend's DM? Y'all let me know. I don't know if I would have said anything unless yeah, I don't know if I would have said anything, y'all. Only because Glenn is already known for the bull. And we already know that marriages are on an individual basis, and you cannot think that you can go to somebody and tell them about their marriage or infidelity in a marriage and think that they're going to lead that person or anything. So sometimes it's better off that you don't say anything. And I think that's where Latrice was at. She was not trying to get in the middle of that at all. But, Mandy put her in a bad spot. And so that's where Letitia needs to put all her anger, if you will. She needs to put it towards Mandy, because if anybody played in your faces, it would be Mandy. You said that every time that Mandy and you got together, was cool. She was always, up in your corner and all these things. And I'm thinking to myself, if that's the case, then why are you punishing Latrice for this? Why would you punish Latrice if you're thinking that it's Mandy and your husband that played in your face? So, so anyway, Letitia says she's never been so embarrassed, disrespected, or humiliated at a friend's house ever. Letitia says it felt like she was lied, that Latrice lied to her, meaning she knew what Mandy was going to do. Latrice tells her, you think it was a setup, but what reason do I have to do that to you? Letitia said, yeah, I felt like an ambush because Latrice didn't tell Letitia about the DMs before Amanda brought it up, so that's why she felt ambushed. In the confessional, Latrice says she wasn't the only one withholding information. Tamber was there when Amanda said Glenn, was DMing Amanda. So why is she getting all the heat? She was like, Timber girl, she's in a confessional, but she was like, Timber girl, throw me some water, some throw me some sprinkle me, sprinkle me, sprinkle me, sprinkle me. Shout out to E40. Can you sprinkle me? A little bit, throw a bitch bone. Come on now. So Latrice tells Letitia she has never crossed her, but Latrice says she can go back and she can pull up some things that Letitia has done that cross Latrice. So for Letitia, she feels like Latrice has done things to her by bringing Antoinette on, and we get a clip of Antoinette, and Antoinette and Letitia don't get along. I don't really know the reason. It's still not clear to me. I don't know if it was if Antoinette was accused of flirting, or Glenn was flirting with Antoinette. Probably was. She's a beautiful girl. So I'm not saying that's what it was, but I don't know why they don't get along. And then she says, then it was your hairstylist, Amanda. And so Tamara says she does not think Latrice knew about the question that was, at hand, that, about being anybody attracted to anybody else in this group. Latrice says she wouldn't have brought that kind of drama to her house. True. I mean, nobody would have did that. I don't believe she would have did that. So anyway, Letitia says those questions were aimed at her and targeted at her marriage. So now you're playing in my face. Latrice says, don't say I'm playing in your face. Because if you saying I'm playing in your face, that means you saying your husband is playing in your face. She's like, no, all y'all was playing in my face. Latrice says, no, there is no all played in your face. She said, I'm not even in this equation. I am not, in this situation. Letitia says, but you're my friend and we talk about anything else. Latrice says, listen, I'm both of y'all friends, meaning Glenn and Letitia. She says, so, I don't want to be in the middle of this. I don't want to be in the middle of nobody's situation. I didn't want to be in the middle of it. Letitia says she is not here for someone trying to come on this platform and come for them. Letitia says no one could come for Cedric or Cliff, pointing at Marie and Latrice. Selena says in the confessional, the girl code is all about loyalty and she really understands both sides. Tamara says if she had to pick a side, she's rocking with Latrice. Y'all know why she rocking with Latrice, because Tamara is in the same boat as Latrice. She was there and heard it. So if Latrice is in trouble for not speaking up, so is Tamara. Carrie says she is on Letitia's side, but that none of that should have happened. Marie said, of course, Latrice broke the girl code. She tells her about everything else. Why didn't she tell her about this alleged DM? Back at the table, because those are all everybody's confessional. Marie says, Trees, you didn't know none of the questions that were going to be asked? Latrice says, I didn't know at all. Marie again says, you didn't know nothing about that question being asked. She said, I didn't know. Selena and Tamara both told them she didn't know. They were coming to, they were coming to Latrice's defense and telling the table, like, yeah, she didn't know. She told both of us she didn't know that question was even going to come up. And so they basically both co-signed what Latrice said. So in the confessional, we get Marie saying, I sincerely don't believe her because it was her pool party. Tambra says she believes Latrice. She has no reason not to. That was in her confessional. Carrie says uh, she doesn't think Latrice is trying to start any mess. They all trying to figure out, you know, the question, where the question came from. Whether the question came up or not, it needed to come up because if, okay, so let's go with girl code. It was going to come up regardless. So even with girl code, Tambra could have came to her or Latrice could have came to her. So now we're going to take girl code out of it. Now we're going to put in the fact that they played this game. This question came up. It is not Latrice's fault that this question came up, but either way, she's effed because one way she needs to come and talk to her friend if she's a loyal friend, in parentheses, in quotations, if she's a loyal friend, to put that, and come to Latrice, to Letitia, or she doesn't do that and it still came up. And now she has to say that, oh yeah, I knew about it, but I didn't want to say anything. She's just uh she's at a hard rock. How do you say that? A bad, whatever. Y'all know what I'm saying. So Selena says like she didn't think that Latrice knew anything about that question. So Letitia asked Latrice if there's any inappropriate acts that she's seen from Glenn. Latrice, I can't keep drinking that straight cognac, but she started drinking from her drink. And Marie like snatched the drink from her, like, and she's like, yeah, that's your answer right there. And Latrice says, no, that is not my answer. And she's like, Marie, get out of my business. Marmar, get out of my business. Like, really? And I think she got Marmar because of when she was dressed like in all silver and Carrie was calling her Martian. She didn't call her a Martian, but she was told her she looked like she was from outer space. Martians are from outer space. Anyway, Letitia understands that she is friends to both. Latrice is friends to both of Glenn and her, but she wanted to know if Latrice seen with her own two eyes if Glenn did anything, because she's trying to debunk something. Latrice says, and it is to be continued, and that's how they ended the whole episode. And child, all I know is, Glenn, you're the corporate. You're to blame. It's your fault. And stop flirting with these girls. Stop doing that. And so, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, that is my recap and review of the Belle Collection here at Club Cutiee. Okay. So I thank you guys for rocking with me. I really do. I appreciate you guys always. I really, really appreciate you guys always. So yeah, y'all. I had to get back on the camera before I get off, even though the ticking sometimes it drives me nuts. So I'll be getting a new computer. I won't be ticking all the time, but I really appreciate you guys for really rocking with me today. I love y'all. Cuties. Did I tell y'all I love y'all today? I didn't tell y'all. Let me tell y'all I love y'all. I love y'all today. Okay. I love y'all every day. I love y'all every day. You know what I'm saying? I thank y'all for rocking with me at Club California Cutie. The club is just about to close, so y'all already know. Whatever y'all do after the club is what y'all do, you know. Yeah, whatever y'all do, you know, if y'all going to go get y'all some grub, if you want to go make a baby, if y'all just want to go do a booty call, you know, whatever y'all do after the club, it's on y'all. But as long as y'all had a good time at my club, is all that matters. Just make sure you guys hit that like button on your way out, cuties, and make sure you guys share me with your peoples. Make sure, you know, you do all the things because why? I love y'all. I love y'all. So again, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Y'all already know. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And I love y'all for rocking with me. Y'all have a good one. Bye.
So let your hair down, get your life. You must be feeling like this your night. So do your thing, girl. It's alright. You're doing everything.